Isran Sahab.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, बहुत ही अफसोस की बात है जो इस तरह आज ये हाउस शुरू हुआ है। ऐं दुख जी ॻाल्हि आहे मिस्टर स्पीकर त एॾे मोज़िज़ ऐवान में जेके असांजे ऑपोज़िशन लीडर लफ़्ज़ इस्तेमालु कया आहिनि तव्हांखे जेको चयईं पर जेको चयईं त खुदा से भी गलती हो सकती है, इसका उनको माफ़ी मांगनी चाहिए इस हाउस से। सर इनसे तो उसी चीज़ की उम्मीद हो सकती है ना जो नारा तकब्बुर लगवाएं और इनसे तो क्या एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे।
डिस्कशन पे चले जाएं।
Coming back to the pre-budget discussion, sir, I'd like to seek permission to speak in English under Rule 241. Sir, the pre-budget discussion, sir, is a good tradition that's been laid by the Pakistan People's Party. In my opinion, this is a way where the representatives and members of this House can give their own advice to government for what development is still required in their constituencies. In fact, it makes me proud to say that it has been Pakistan People's Party that has delivered most in this province, but not just worked for this province, but also the betterment of this country, sir. Speaking of my constituency, sir, PS15, Miro Khan, ॿिया सर जीअं कम थिया आहिनि हिते उते बिल्कुलु रोड्स, सीसी ब्लॉक, ड्रेनेज, हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज़, एजुकेशनल फैसिलिटीज़, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ते बिल्कुलु पीपल्स पार्टी कमु कयो आहे उते। कुझु शयूं असांजूं 90% कंप्लीट आहिनि, इंशाल्लाह उहे जल्द कंप्लीट थी वञूं, पर मां हिन हाउस जे मीडियम सां इहो ॿुधाइणु चाहींदुसि त एतिरो कमु जेतिरो मुंहिंजे हल्के में पीपल्स पार्टीअ तरफ़ों थियो आहे अहिड़ी का ॿी पार्टी कॾहिं बि सिंध लाइ ऐं पाकिस्तान लाइ कमु न कयो आहे। ऐं सर, not just this, but I also like to bring in knowledge of this House. The project of Nooriabad has been a success. Third Coal project is the biggest success of Pakistan People's Party, sir. And one of the biggest projects in the history of Pakistan, sir. But we do face problems when institutes like NICVD, Jannah Institute, and others are being taken away by the federal government that are being maintained and operated on the cost of the taxpayers' money, sir. We do have incomplete projects that I've already spoken about, and that are mainly because of many problems that we face by the federal government, sir. As I've already spoken about the NFC share and NFC awards, and the shortage of resources that we face from these problems, sir. These things do put a constraint on the development schemes that are we to provide our people in our constituencies, sir. That should be noted by the federal government, and the money and resources should be released. Moving on, sir. Talking about Karachi, there have been many roads that have been laid. Not just roads, sir. There are underpasses. We take all the cities equally. Pakistan People's Party has taken and worked for the entire Sindh, regardless of favoring any place. And we can also see this by the places that we have. We also have an autism center that was recently opened up, and that is the state of the art, and that's only in Karachi, sir. I'd also like to say, as my fellow colleague, Mr. Rashid, just spoke about the economical downfall of this country, sir, at this point. I'd like to say that the failure of the selected government, as we can see from the things that we have now, the dollar has risen. And in my last speech, I also said the fuel cost and the living cost incurred by these people is almost unbearable now, sir. And they have their own ministers' issues going on as well, so that they are trying to replace. That gives us a clear idea that this government is incompetent of running as a government, sir. What Pakistan People's Party has done can also be seen by recently a briefing delivered by Sustainable Development Goals, UNDP's briefing, that said the promises made by the Chief Minister, Murad Ali Shah, by 2025-2030 will possibly eradicate most of the problems that we face in Sindh right now. There were 6 pointers, but I'd just like to name 2 of them that are more important. Poverty eradication and clean drinking water that would be provided. I'd also like to state, sir, that recently there has been that the Prime Minister has quoted somewhere on the media that Japan and Germany share their borders, sir. This shows the incompetence of this government, sir, when the Prime Minister does not know that the Japan and Germany do not share the boundaries, sir. And equally, sir, when the selected Prime Minister is favoring the elections of our neighboring Prime Minister, who has been an aggressor against the sovereignty of Pakistan, sir, does not need to see, sir, what he's up to, sir. And lastly, sir, I'd also like to say that the recent interview in one of the Iranian TV channels, he said that the attacks that were being carried out in Iran were probably by the terrorists that were in Pakistan, sir. These questions raise big questions, sir. These are not just shows the incompetence of the government, but this shows the failure of this government, sir, of the selected government, sir, federal government. Thank you, sir. Jiye Bhutto, Jiye Pakistan.